Calgary father is going public tonight with his thanks to everyone who helped save his daughter's life in a baffling medical crisis. On Monday, Scott Wilcox wrote an open letter to Vancouver firefighters, Richmond surgeons, and WestJet, thanking them all for their heroic efforts in helping to save the life of his 23-year-old daughter.
Neither 20-year-old Chelsie nor her mother can really believe it. Against all odds, Chelsie is alive and well today after being clinically dead for more than an hour and 40 minutes. 2 months ago, she had caught a virus, went to Richmond General Hospital with flu-like symptoms, and almost immediately went into cardiac arrest. Doctors could not resuscitate her, and so her husband phoned the parents in Calgary.
When I got the phone call in Calgary that Chelsie was in cardiac arrest, and they had been providing CPR, I think, at about 35 minutes at that point. My medical background told me there's just no way that she's going to make it.
With Mom, a former nurse, and Dad back in Calgary as a career fireman, these parents got it. They know exactly how extraordinary Chelsie's story is.
It had appeared that she was not going to be alive when we arrived, so you'll appreciate that that was it was a very, very difficult hour and 10-minute ride for my wife and myself and our daughter.
But as luck would have it, Chelsea's heart failed at Richmond General Hospital, where she was seeing Dr. Greg Haljan, a physician who was very familiar with the program at St. Paul's Hospital that offered heart attack patients a mechanical pump to keep them alive. Trouble was, Richmond General was in a lockdown that night because of a man with a gun in the neighborhood.
They did have an officer that day that was there that volunteered to escort the ambulance all the way to St. Paul's, and they were able to get her out of there and through all of that chaos and get her over there in time.
Surgeons were quickly calling Chelsie the Miracle Woman. After an hour and 40 minutes of CPR, there would surely be neurological damage if she survived.
When they eventually were able to wake her up, it was actually Dr. Chung that came out and saw us first, and he was in tears. He said, "You know what? She's here. She's all here with us, and you're welcome to go in and see her."
Once I woke up, I was just surrounded by all these wonderful nurses and doctors who talked about me as the miracle child, and I wasn't quite sure of what was going on. And once I got the full scoop, and I realized just how amazing it really is.
Amazing. Chelsie not only survives an hour and 40 minutes of CPR, has no neurological damage, was told they might have to amputate her leg, they didn't, and now she's got a pump that 89% of those who have one of these have to keep it until a heart transplant. That may not be the case with her, as her heart is already showing signs of strengthening. Her parents just want to thank everyone involved, from WestJet, who hurried them to their daughter's bedside, to the paramedics, firefighters, and especially the medical staff for bringing their daughter back from the dead.